What's up, guys? I just left the shop. Gonna show you my books. A little lighter stack than I originally planned, but that's okay because I just decided I needed to cut a little bit out. It was getting a little out of control, so made some cuts, but I still got 8 new books, and I'm gonna get right into them. First, I got BPRD Vampire number 5 of 5. This book has been awesome. I didn't know anything about this Anders character before starting to read this book, but I've really enjoyed the story regardless. It's really worth picking up just for the artwork alone. Gabriel Bond, Fabio Moon have done a really amazing job, and I'm really a fan of just about everything that they do. So BPRD Vampire has been great. Probably the my least favorite out of all the BPRD books going on right now, but that by no means means that it's a bad book. We got Badloom number 8. Feels like forever since this book came out. Another awesome cover. Let's see what the artwork looks like inside. It still is Ryan Brown trying to mimic Riley Rosmo's art, which I'm not totally in love with. It looks like it's similar to Rosmo's artwork, but it is definitely not the same. It's a little heavy on the line work, and I think it's a little overdone in my opinion, but I heard from Scott that he's going to start phasing in his own style, so I think the book's going to benefit from that. I'd rather see a new artist on this book with a completely new art style than to have someone who's trying to mimic the artist on the first 5 issues I think Rosmo did. But Bedlam's an awesome story, it's an awesome book based on the story alone, and it's definitely worth checking out. The first trade came out a few months ago, I want to say. Next, we have Daredevil number 29. I picked up number 28 just because everybody says such amazing things about it, and I was not disappointed. I didn't like the cover on the last one, but I love this cover, and even though it's not the normal artist, I think the artwork inside is really cool. The color palette is pretty awesome, and I'm really looking forward to my first Mark Waid Daredevil story arc. I love number 28, so I can't wait to read number 29. Next, we have The Wake number 3 of 10, Scott Snyder and Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy is killing it. I love his artwork, and it fits this book so well. The story is going a little bit different than I originally expected it to be. You kind of expect it to be, they find this thing and it gets loose and it kills people, but Scott Snyder's throwing in some backstory about, us having potentially evolved from this thing, and it's gotten really awesome, and I can't wait to finish for this series to keep going. The artwork inside is just absolutely perfect for the subject matter. I feel like DC is rubbing it in my face that I haven't watched Flashpoint Paradox yet. Next, we have Adventures of Superman number 3. This looks like it's not a collection of short stories. It looks like it is one long Superman story, which is still fine. I don't know of anyone else who's picking this book up, but I've enjoyed it so far. I always kind of had a personal vendetta against Superman just because he's such an easy character and everything like that. I decided that it was time for me to get over that and just start exposing myself to Superman. And I figured this was a good place to start because you get little tidbits. You get to learn about a lot of the villains and stuff like that. And I've really enjoyed this book. I don't really agree with the $3.99 price point, but anyway. Oh, also Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah, that came out. Animal Man annual number 2. This is the only annual that I got. I was gonna get both the Flash one and the Batman one, but I just decided that if I don't get them, it cuts out $10. And usually I don't get annuals. I don't buy annuals when I'm collecting back issues, so I wasn't really super pumped to read either of them, and Manipul wasn't doing the art in the Flash, so I just passed. But this Animal Man book looks awesome. Travel Foreman, I believe his name is. Yes, he's doing the art. He did the art on the original, the first story arc of this volume. Jeff Lemire writing. It's going to be awesome. This will probably be the first book that I read. This lady's giving me weird looks. Hold on a second. Anyway, next we have Trinity War Pandora #2. This is the only Trinity War book we have this week, the tie-in. I loved the first issue, so I can't wait to read this one as well. Ray Fawkes writing. I'm a big fan of his work. So yeah, the first issue was cool. Got a little backstory on this Pandora character who I knew absolutely nothing about. So yeah, savor that book. It's the only Trinity War book you get this week. I think a Justice League book has to come out next week. I'm not sure which one. Probably, what was the first one? Justice League? So Justice League will probably be out next week. And finally, we have Guardians of the Galaxy #5. I actually got 2 Marvel books this week. That's amazing. I'm generally not a fan of BMB, as I like to call him, Brian Michael Bendis, but I've been loving this book, so I guess I don't hate him as much as I thought I did, but yeah, I just love these characters, and the book has been pretty cool so far. I'm glad we got that, the one-shot with little short stories about all the characters. Some people didn't like it. It wasn't worth $5, but it was still cool to get a little story, at least some backstory about these characters. I feel like it's been all action for 4 issues straight. So yeah, those are all my books this week. Just 8, I believe I said. I'm going to be heading home now, be reading some books, watching some videos, so watch out for some comments from me. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you picked up. Let me know if you've read any of these books yet. Let me know what you thought. Also, I passed on Collider #1 this week, but I'm waiting for sort of the a review from the community to decide if I want to grab that or not. So let me know down below if you've read Collider #1 and what you thought. Anyway, big thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon.